Calling all parents and teachers, it's time to rep KidNuz and check out some partner brands and products we think you're going to love. Since it's an election year, how about a kid's book on voting? Or colorful ideas for a spring refresh of that messy homework desk? Plus, there's always fun KidNuz swag. Moms, dads, guardians, and teachers, go to starglowmedia.com/shop to check it all out. If you're listening on a podcast platform, you can also find the store link in the description for today's episode. And don't forget, subscribe to Starglow Plus to skip the ads on all your favorite Starglow podcasts. Happy listening!
Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Kim. Today is Thursday, May 23rd, 2024. And we begin with wild weather threatening to upend Memorial Day weekend travel. According to AccuWeather, damaging winds, thunderstorms, hail, and possibly tornadoes are expected to impact the plains, Midwest, and parts of the South through the holiday weekend, allowing no rest for residents following a series of storms this week. Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds issued a disaster proclamation yesterday for 15 counties across the state, according to CBS News, after a fierce twister shredded homes and businesses and left thousands without power. Nebraska, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Illinois, and Texas are also recovering from storm damage and outages, with Houston, Texas now facing an onslaught of mosquitoes, as the Washington Post reports the insects are breeding in floodwaters. Applying to college is no easy feat. Getting in, even harder. But Helms Atigetka took it to a whole new level by applying to more than 150 colleges with strong music programs and getting accepted to a whopping 122. Even better, the Oakland, California teen earned more than $5 million in proposed scholarship money. Helms says he's always wanted to be a pop star, even before he immigrated to the U.S. from Uganda in 2019. He's part of an a cappella group at Head Royce High School, and according to the Mercury News, has a room stacked with CDs by artists including Beyoncé, Prince, and Bruno Mars. His dad, however, was hoping he'd choose to study something along the lines of what he did, mechanical engineering, or perhaps medicine or computer technology. Helms didn't budge, and in a conversation with KidNuz, told us he was determined to prove he could pursue what he loved.
I want to become a professional musician, and with this process, I sort of wanted to prove to myself that I'm willing to work super hard for something that I'm passionate about. If I was to give advice to anyone out there that's listening to this, I would say, find what makes you come alive and go do that. It's a feeling that's priceless, and if you have that, I think it's incredibly valuable and something that can get you far.
Helms says his decision wasn't easy, but out of all those schools, he picked UC Berkeley to attend in the fall. He says he was surprised he got into so many schools, but his drama teacher wasn't. She says Helms loves learning. He's interested in other people as much as he is in grades, and that what likely stood out to colleges was a combination of his brains, sure, but also his joy and willingness to explore new things. The Queen of the Court is teasing a return to tennis. 23-time Grand Slam winner Serena Williams posted on X she was ready to hit some balls again, spurring speculation that she may come out of retirement. Williams announced she was hanging up her racket at the 2022 U.S. Open and said she was evolving away from tennis to focus on her family and other pursuits. She and Reddit founder Alexis Ohanian have 2 young daughters. According to USA Today, Williams also has her own investment company and has dabbled in acting, starring in a 2023 Super Bowl ad. Your parents may be onto something when they tell you to taste everything. A study of 182,000 British people conducted by the journal Nature Mental Health found those who like a broad variety of foods showed better mental health and brain function than picky eaters who only prefer certain categories of foods. According to the Washington Post, participants were asked to rank their preferences for 140 foods and beverages from extremely dislike to extremely like. Those who liked many foods across many categories showed fewer symptoms of anxiety and mental distress, as well as better cognitive health. The findings suggest people focus on eating and enjoying a balanced diet that includes a broad array of vegetables, fruits, nuts, cereals, seeds, moderate dairy, eggs, and fish. However, the study did not look at the health effects of the foods themselves, only at participants' preference for them. So the authors say more research needs to be done. A TSA screening dog got quite the send-off after his final shift. Rex, a 6-year-old German short-haired pointer who worked at the Milwaukee International Airport, is retiring after 5 years on the job, according to USA Today. On his last day of work, Rex alerted his handler to a smell in a passenger's bag. Turns out it was a ploy that triggered friends and coworkers to shower him with tennis balls and toys. The delighted dog pranced around, grabbing his gifts, and enjoyed being petted once his Do Not Pet patch had been officially removed. Still ahead, surfers in San Diego gliding on glowing waves. But first, we want to wish a happy early 8th birthday to Anna Fry of Darien, Connecticut. Anna, we hope tomorrow is a blast. Your mom, dad, Evan, Finn, and Sophie are so proud of how you tackled 2nd grade and can't wait to watch you cartwheel and somersault into the future. Now, today's Kid News quiz. Which retired tennis champion is teasing a return to the court? Serena Williams. How many foods and beverages were ranked by participants of a study on food pickiness and brain health? 140. What is the name of the TSA screening dog who was showered with retirement gifts? Rex. How many colleges did an Oakland, California high schooler get accepted to? 122. In today's Kid News Kicker, the northern lights may be gone, but surfers in San Diego, California are still lit up over glowing waves. According to Axios, a bloom of bioluminescent plankton has returned to the beaches of La Jolla, putting on nighttime light shows visible from shore. The so-called red tide can last days or even months and is caused by microscopic plankton proliferating, often in warm, calm waters. University of California, San Diego photographer Eric Jepson captured surfers shredding the glow and posted on Instagram, "What a crazy, beautiful planet. Aurora followed by bioluminescence. Surreal." Thanks again to the Fries of Darien, Connecticut for sponsoring today's quiz. And a big shout out to Anna, who's celebrating a big birthday tomorrow. And before we go, we want to say hello to our Kid News classrooms. Mrs. Kilcoyne's Ridley Raiders at Amosland in Morton, Pennsylvania. Mr. Fromhart's Dragons at Glendale School in Glendale, West Virginia. And Mrs. Dominguez's Bulldogs at Mesa Linda Middle School in Victorville, California. Thanks for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share Kid News with all your friends and family. And we'll see you back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.